In a county full of festivals, it's the granddaddy of them all. It's Sister Bay's Fall Fest. And it all started in 1946, when a group of residents banded together to celebrate the end of the season.
Fall Fest has always been a locals holiday. It's like a reunion. You see the same people generally every year, and you always look forward to it like a holiday.
It was a big time for us. Back then it was our local holiday, and it was a holiday.
We used to get out of school Friday at noon. They always had early release so we could go and get on the rides before other people came and all the other things.
The highlight was walking to each business, writing your name down, and hoping to win one of their prizes.
Thursday afternoons or Friday mornings, the carnival would come down the hill, and the teachers would say, hey, you want to go out and see the carnival coming into town? And you knew by the time they got off school, they'd be setting it up.
Every business was involved, and almost every single business had a float. And that was the neat thing. I mean, there was great floats back then. Miss Door County, Miss Wisconsin. Then they had 4 or 5 bands back then. The Prebbles and all the other bands were here playing.
For about 10 years, they had the Mighty Lions Players, and that was a bigger boost and made it more of a cultural event. People that were here in the summertime saw the Lions Players. They came back for Fall Festival just as a draw.
The Lions Club always would do like My Fair Lady, or what were some of the shows they did?
They did Oklahoma. I think they did 8 of them.
I would love to know the total sum of what the Lions Club has given to this community in the past 50 years, because it's unbelievable.
Was that Fall Festival that Dad went from business to business and made them buy tickets?
Yes, he sold hundreds of dollars worth of tickets.
Every year, business owners, they say,
Oh, here
I
comes
saw your
Earl."
dad walking in. I knew he wanted money. He'd say, come on, 25, 50
Give
bucks.
more,
You
give
can buy
more."
more tickets.
And then, as you know, they had this big auction. That was another thing with Jay Kadunko, who did a great job. I mean, people just loved it.
And he had a voice that just bellowed, and he had a laugh that was even louder.
Yeah.
And he'd be out there egging these people on to buy something. And if they wouldn't buy it, he would shame them into buying it.
10 o'clock Sunday morning, we had the Soapbox Derby, and it's the Soapbox cars. And we started basically right about at Husby's. Out their side door is where we had a ramp. Original ramps were 4 feet high when I was riding. So we went quite well down that hill. I would say there was a dozen carts, and they were owned by all the businesses. Mine is actually where Husby's was Olson's Body Shop was there before they went on top of the hill. Hendrickson's had one, Texaco Oil had one, Sister Bay Bowl had one, West Katursky Barber Shop had one.
And my favorite part was the ping pong ball drop. Yeah. The highlight of my year.
It's not like having that helicopter come swooping over the crowd.
No.
And you hear
somebody dumping out ping pong balls.
You hear the helicopter all weekend long because they gave rides.
The immense draw. That started strictly because somebody got the idea. Guy had a helicopter and said, hey, if I come up, could you give me a place just to give rides? And next year somebody thought, jeepers, what if we drop ping pong balls?
It's still a pride in place festival for the people of this town.
I got here this morning at 3 and started baking pie for the day, and my family got here last night. It's my parents and my sister, and then I've got friends working the espresso machine this morning, so it's just it's a labor of love for Fall Fest.
We mass produced the Bloody Marys for this weekend, of course. And my staff, great staff that we have here at Husby's. We make 120 gallons of mix. We did that last night. We'll probably sell between 12, 14, 16, 1,800 Bloody Marys this weekend.
And the fact that the proceeds of the weekend will carry some businesses well into the winter doesn't bother me a bit. That's a good thing.
What you see here today is the Fall Fest Pancake Breakfast used to support the Sister Bay Liberty Grove Fire Department. Any opportunity we have to get the public in our building is a positive for us. It's a win-win. And today is a great fundraiser for us.
Fall Fest is our largest fundraiser for our Snowmobile Club.
The Sister Bay Lions Club has given well over $1 million back to the community.
You know, the Lions Club,
everything they do is done locally. Their little money goes to the national organization and the leader dogs for the blind. But they help a lot of people here in Door County.
It's as much about Sister Bay as introducing people to Sister Bay that haven't been here before. You know, they come for the festival and you hope they come back again.
It was just part of kind of a wonderful weekend where people all came together and friends came together and kids could play and there was always something to do. And that's kind of what it's continued to be.
It does still signify the end of the season and a job well done.
Carrying on the tradition of Fall Fest and really the history of Sister Bay is a little bit of a calling for the people who grew up here because we're starting to see it disappear. It's important to me that we still get to enjoy the town we grew up in and that we still have an end of season tradition. And I feel very lucky that it's all still going and that I get to be a part of it.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done at Fall Fest?
Oh boy. I mean, working or drinking?